Welcome to the Wellness for Women show, where we talk about life, weight loss and everything in between. I'm Faye, founder of the AAA Way Life and Weight Loss Programme, and I'm here to help you put together the pieces of life and weight loss for one last time. This is an episode of the Wellness for Women show, filmed live in the free Facebook group. Hello, and welcome to episode 59 of the Wellness for Women show. And today we are going to be talking about enjoying your favourite foods without the drama. So, what's that all about? So today I want to start off talking about movies. Tell me in the chat, what is your favourite movie? One of the most fundamental concepts in storytelling is the hero's journey. You can see it in all forms of literature, ancient epic poems, and Hollywood blockbusters. There's always a hero or a heroine of the story. They embark on an adventure and face various obstacles along the way. Where and how does the story proceed? Maybe they have to leave their home and go on a big journey and fight evil, like in Lord of the Rings. Or maybe they have to fight their own inner demons and doubts, like in the kids' movie, Inside Out. And if you haven't seen Inside Out and you're open to doing some inner work for necessary lasting changes, then that one's definitely a must, just to give you a little bit of an idea as to what we can work on. And I've talked before about how weight loss is a journey. So anyone who's ever been on a diet will likely say that they've been on a weight loss journey or that they're on a weight loss journey. But I'm not actually convinced that the journey is actually really fully embraced, and that perhaps the phrase is just sometimes said as a habit. But the point is, you are the heroine of your story. You alone are the one who can make this happen. And there needs to be growth, maybe a fight with a villain or a wrangle with your inner demons, but you remain the centre of it all, the heroine of your journey. And part of the journey and the story, again in any good movie, is about the relationships forged along the way, the growth of the hero or heroine as they conquer and succeed. And today, the journey of this episode is your journey and relationship with food. So let me know, as usual, what your takeaways are from this episode in the Wellness for Women Facebook group. Leave me a #gem plus any comment. Likewise, got a question? The group is the place to be for private community and support. And again, a super quick introduction from me. So I am Faye Casement. I have lost over 70 pounds by ditching traditional diets, and I am on a mission to encourage other women to ditch diet drama and to work on weight loss with love. We can work together to help you put together the pieces of life and weight loss. And if you want to know how, you just need to check out the description box. Okay, moving on to the good stuff. So hit the likes and the hearts if you love food. If I could hit the love and like button right now, I'd be hitting it, because I love me some food. All types of food, apart from beetroot, Satan's hemorrhoids, but we won't go there. Now, tell me in the chat and be honest, do you think of certain foods as good and other foods as bad? Do you perhaps describe your day as good and bad, depending on what you've eaten? Do you perhaps say things like, I've been good and I've been bad? And if so, this episode is 100% for you. So the language we use whilst we're on our journey, whether that be weight loss or any other changes, those are critical. That language is critical to our story and critical to our journey. You've got the choice as to whether that journey is a peaceful and happy story, or whether you make this story a nail-biting drama. So going back to food, if you're someone who categorises food as good or bad, who are the villains of the piece, the food villains in your story? Is it the poor loaf of white bread, the ice cream, the pizza, the chips and crisps, the sweets and candy, or maybe it's chocolate? Who out of the whole array of food you can eat is your arch diet nemesis that works its dastardly magic on you to make themselves irresistible as it weaves its nefarious spell upon you? I jest, but this is serious business if you're looking to work on weight loss. As someone who works on weight loss, you no doubt often feel torn, a tangled mess of conflicting beliefs around what you should or should not do for your weight loss. Wanting and craving the foods that you find delicious but perhaps aren't nutritionally the best, or choosing to eat something healthier that you perhaps think won't be pleasurable or satisfying to your needs in that moment. It's the age-old battle, war of the worlds that can be going through your head as someone working on weight loss. And when you've got a dieter's mindset, the story can be a right royal drama. We have the perceived evil forces of temptation, cravings and urges, foods not on prescribed list, foods in quantities that go against the rules, forces we should use willpower to stay away from, or else we will perish, doomed to fail as the story fades to black as we fall off the wagon and down the precipice of diet, doom and failure. Now, this may make a great story for Hollywood dramatic effect. I really tried to put my most dramatic acting skills into that moment for you. We'd be on the edge of our seats, emotions heightened with some kind of dramatic music even playing throughout. But is this the reality that you want? Do you want to be living your life like you're in a dramatic movie where you feel like you're fighting for your life on every corner of the globe? So to me, this was what dieting felt like. Dramatic much? Bounding from one drama to another. Before eating, we have diet drama and decision fatigue over what to eat, whether you should eat it, whether it's on your plan, whether it's off plan, whether it will serve your goals of weight loss. Whilst eating, you may feel happy. Life is good. You're enjoying the food. But then maybe doubt starts to creep in about how much you're eating. Or are people watching you? Are they judging you? Or are you judging yourself? It could then be back to full-blown drama mode as you worry that you ate too much, that you're failing in your weight loss mission, hurtling downhill in a roller coaster of guilt, shame and despair. Again, every good story arc has highs and it has lows, else we would never go back to the cinema. But maybe we should leave the drama to the cinema and create an alternative ending to our story, a new narrative that allows us to enjoy food without drama, without the sadness, without the guilt, and without feeling like your favourite foods are bad or off plan. Ultimately, food is not evil. It's not a battle and it's not to be overcome. Weight loss doesn't have to be the tallest mountain to climb or the deepest well to climb out of. So let's aim to build in more fun and enjoyment. And this is where food freedom and weight loss with love can come in and save the day with its cape billowing in the wind. Now, I can't offer you a magic wand or potion like some good fantasy movie, but I can help you to learn to trust and love yourself enough to make the choices that are right for you. And I can give you a toolkit of skills so that you no longer feel like a hostage in your own life story, but instead an empowered heroine in her own story, making positive decisions based on your goals and values. And so I want to give you some growth work as part of this story, as part of this show even. And so if you're watching live, by all means tootle off and get a pen and paper. You can always have a go at doing this live. Or if you're watching on the replay, again, pause it, go grab a piece of pen and paper. And again, on the podcast, on the YouTube, wherever you might be catching this, grab a piece of pen and paper. What I want you to do is write down a list of the things that you say and think about food. So if you need help, check out the link in the description. Go grab yourself a free resource to help you to identify your current relationship with food and weight loss. And what I want you to just do when you're writing that is to observe these thoughts that you notice with loving curiosity. I can't stress that enough, the loving curiosity. If we want to take out the drama of life, weight loss and everything, it's about learning how to navigate life's ups and downs with loving curiosity. I say, you can even pause the video, pause the podcast and just write them out. And it's okay, I'll wait. Okay, are you back? Great. Give you the whole of 2 seconds. Again, you've got a pause button. Feel free to use it. And it's okay, like I say, if you didn't have a chance to do it yet, like I say, you can watch it on the replay. Maybe you've got something that's coming to mind already, drop it in the chat, because we are recording this live. If not, come back, revisit the episode and leave it in the chat for me. So again, maybe you've got thoughts like, I can't eat bread. Bread's the devil. Once I have a piece of chocolate, I won't be able to stop. Junk food is bad. Carbs are bad. I can't control myself around food. Eating healthy is boring. Even my story of the fact that beetroot is Satan's hemorrhoids, it's still just a thought. I could technically eat beetroot. I wouldn't die. I just prefer not to. But have you noticed that the thoughts that you have collected are all or nothing thoughts, good or evil, just in our story? And it's okay if these beliefs come up for you. We all have them. But just notice how they make you feel. Do they create a feeling of restriction, of fear, of anxiety, of shame? Again, these are all perfectly normal thoughts and feelings, especially as a dieter, but they don't have to rule your life. We don't have to let the drama win. You can start to change these stories and beliefs to create new ones that serve you better and relieve some of the pressure you feel around food and around weight loss. So my challenge for you over the next week, or whatever timeline works for you, is continue to note the thoughts that come up. So the thoughts that you've already gathered by grabbing your piece of paper and the beliefs that you've got, they're what I call your initial awareness. So they're the things that you already know. But as you now start to unlock the awareness, you'll start to notice other things coming up because we're talking about it. So just notice over the course of, like I say, over the course of the next week or whatever timeline works for you, just notice when these thoughts come up. Just recognize them and observe them with loving curiosity. And then ask yourself the question, what could I say or think instead that would help me to enjoy my food whilst honouring my goals? For example, if you had a thought like, I can't control myself around food, you could switch it up to something like, I'm learning how to be mindful about my portion sizes and to trust myself to make the best decisions for me. Or you could just go straight in with, I'm someone who can control herself around food. Now, this isn't an overnight flip. It can take some practice, but it's worth the work. The importance of shifting our underlying beliefs and thoughts can't be understated when it comes to achieving long-term weight loss success. Before I started recording, I was talking about this, but our beliefs are a collection of stories that we've built up over the years through our experiences. And it's those beliefs that lead to our thoughts, and that they can then have that profound influence on how we think and act. So 90% of our actions are based on our subconscious beliefs. And these stories are just playing out in our brains without us even sometimes knowing. Or maybe we do know, but yet we're not really connecting the dots. And so, again, as I was saying just before I started recording, I've recently signed up to become a belief coding facilitator. And with these methods, we can get right to the nub of your beliefs and then code in new ones. So as a life coach, I can coach you around your beliefs and really cement in these positive new beliefs and help you to stay accountable. But really getting to know yourself and understanding what works for you, for your body, giving yourself permission to start to experience a more enjoyable relationship with food without the guilt and without having to sacrifice your favourite dishes. And often, again, we think of food as the problem, but food and just eating is the output and the action that is stemming from the beliefs, our thoughts, our emotions that then lead to the actions. And so it all stems from the beliefs and thoughts that we have in our mind. And when we start to take a kind and compassionate look at our thoughts and beliefs around food and dieting, we can start to create new, empowering ones that will help us stay on track with our goals without feeling deprived or restricted, which is ultimately what I want from everybody when they experience weight loss with love. So start with today's growth work. Identify the thoughts and beliefs that you currently have and if they are creating a discomfort for you. Your beliefs, subconscious, creates your reality. So start to become aware of what stories you're telling yourself and start to challenge them. Start to work on making them as empowering as you can be. And like I say, my wish for you is that you enjoy your food and feel good about it without sacrificing your favourite dishes and without sacrificing your weight loss progress. and with the right mindset, this is totally achievable. Okay, right, that's it, folks. So in conclusion, quick cliff notes: we often feel like we have to sacrifice our favourite foods in order to stay healthy and fit and to please the diet gods. But this doesn't have to be the case. With some mindfulness and working on our beliefs, you can learn to enjoy your favourite dishes without sacrificing your weight loss goals. So just take time to identify and challenge those thoughts and beliefs that you have around food and around weight loss, to take your journey from that Hollywood style dramatic drama fest to a harmonious journey of mindful eating. And if you need help and assistance with that, you know where I am. All you've got to do is check out the work with me section in the description, or scan the QR code, and yeah, we can have a chat. Other than that, I am going to love you and leave you. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you all next week. Bye for now. Thanks for listening, and don't forget, if you want to boost your life and weight loss the AAA way, check out the relevant links for today's show in the description. Speak soon.